The first report for any property should ideally be an ingoing inspection. The ingoing is a complete record of the condition of the property, good and bad, before the beginning of the tenancy, and so provides a perfect basis going forward into future inspections. What you include in an ingoing is a matter of personal preference, but the rest of this tutorial will explain Red Nightingale's concept of best practice in creating a highly detailed ingoing report with the minimum effort required. The first suggestion is that you add the areas of the property in the order that you encounter them. By doing this, you are creating a walkthrough of the property which anyone, from owner to tenant to other inspectors, can follow. As you add each area, give it a detailed name. You'll only need to do this once for the property, and it will save you time and effort down the track. During the adding of the early areas in the property, you should primarily be using templates. Choosing between perfect and shell templates will come down to what you are seeing. If it's a fairly generic example of the room and there really aren't any problems, then you should use a perfect template. If it's quite a unique example in terms of colours or materials, or if there are significant problems, then you may find it easier to add a shell template and fill in the text primarily using PhraseStorm. Once you've completed one or two rooms, you should start looking at using the Copy Existing Area feature to reduce your effort. Obviously, if the rooms within the property are all wildly different, then you may need to continue with templates, but it is our experience that once you finish one bedroom, the rest should be able to copy that one with minimal further effort. The balance of photos and text in an ingoing are subject to some considerations which you'll come to be aware of over time as you use PRPro. It's obviously easy and highly accurate to take a lot of photos of the property and not worry so much about filling in the text. There are, however, some downfalls which you need to consider. The first is that to be effective, photos are printed at 6 per page. That means that 150 photos will take 25 pages to print and will consume vast quantities of expensive ink or toner. The other main consideration is what will happen when you want to inspect the property again, particularly for the next ingoing for the property. Photos are easy and accurate, but fundamentally can't be reused. What that means is that if you take 150 photos for this ingoing, then the next ingoing you undertake, you'll need to retake those 150 and possibly take some more. With a mainly text-based report, you are able to reuse the text and simply add an extra comment or make some minor changes. Red Nightingale's recommendation of ideal photo practice is to take a photo as you enter an area and then one from the far side of the area facing back. These should be attached to the overview of the area and will provide coverage of everything in the area. After that, you should reserve photos for difficult to describe problems or issues which will only change slowly over time, such as hairline cracks or water damage in walls. The things you take photos of should still be described in the text. That way, if there is no change to the photo, you don't even need to bother taking a new one. You can just rely on the text. The final recommendation for your ingoing initial inspection is to use PhraseStorm as much as you possibly can. It will seem like it's slowing you down when you first start using PRPro, but with practice, PhraseStorm will allow you to enter text much more rapidly than typing, and can even be significantly faster than the old voice recorder style of inspecting properties. When you've finished your inspection, review it by generating the report from the cover page. Use pinch to zoom in on the left half of the page, as it will make it much easier to read.